Is there a benefit in hiring ex-offenders? This is something I heard you all talking about when I came in. The work opportunity tax credit that employers can get for hiring an offender who has been out a year or less. The work opportunity credit reduces an employer's income tax liability. It applies to new hires who begin work, and the ex-offender must have been released, discharged within the previous 12 months from the date of hire in order to get this. Before we go and talk more about the federal bonding program, if that offender is a veteran who is disabled, or they have a disability and not a veteran, you can still get the work opportunity tax credit. If that offender is on food stamps, they can get the work opportunity tax credit, and I believe that they can get up to, it's like $6,000 of reimbursement on hiring that person if they stay a year.
It's 5,000.
5,000? Okay. I'm not right about everything, apparently.
I just read it recently.
Thank you. And that can be a real benefit. Also, on the work opportunity tax credit, the state Department of Labor will send somebody to the employer and help them fill out that paperwork. So they do make it easier for them now. The federal bonding program is designed to help secure a job for ex-offenders whose questionable background is a barrier to their employment. And it's a fidelity bond insurance is what it is, and the coverage that protects an employer from employee theft, because they always worry about an ex-offender is going to steal from them. And this helps protect the employer. There's also another protection for employers. It's Colorado House Bill 1023. And basically, if you're hiring an offender, it provides to clarify and eases concerns for the employer in that hiring process. Instead of reading it like this, let me give you an example. If you hire John Doe, who stole a car, and he's working in your warehouse, and John then starts selling an illegal drug and gets caught, the community or a business owner who sees this because he sold it to one of their employees cannot sue the employer because your ex-offender was selling drugs on the property. The reason they can't is because the drug selling had nothing to do with the original offense of stealing a car. Now, if John Doe was stealing, then there might be a lawsuit. But there can't be unless the offense that that person commits relates to the offense they were convicted for. Does that make sense to everybody?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And again, there's a website here where you can find, why should employers hire ex-offenders on parole, probation, or in a halfway house? Because we get that too. You know, besides the work opportunity tax credit and the federal bonding program, okay, individuals on parole, probation, or in halfway houses are required to take random drug testing and go to work, which means you don't have to worry about the people who are working there from these areas because they're going to pass the drug test. Kelly Pipe is a large company, part of a national concern that makes huge pipe stuff for oil fields. You can walk through some of those pipes. And they're in Commerce City, and they will not hire offenders. They do random drug testing of the people they do hire, and I've been tracking this, and I've got an appointment with them next week. 29% of the people they hire, they have to fire because they can't pass the drug test. And so now they're interested in hiring people from a halfway house, used to be called Phoenix, up there in Henderson, Colorado, real close to Commerce City, because they have to show up. That's the other thing. 32% of their population at Kelly Pike doesn't show up on time for work or has extensive absences. And I say that's not going to happen with the people in a halfway house. They're always going to pass their drug testing because they don't want to go back. And they're going to be there and be there on time because they don't want to go back. So in a sense, you've got case management that's going to take real close look at those offenders who are still in the halfway houses, or on parole or on probation, because the same things relate to that as well. They have to take random drug testing already.